Hey, friends, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Amy Masters in the Nail Source, and this podcast is for nail professionals who want to simplify their work, build real confidence in business and self while creating a career that's profitable, sustainable, and actually fits with their life. Today, we're going to talk about something very heavy, something that I feel is just not talked about enough in our industry. It's not about products or trends or social media. We're talking about self-maintenance. And I want to be very clear. Self-maintenance is not a luxury. It is not selfish. Self-maintenance is a high performance responsibility. And in this episode is very personal for me because a few years ago, I had a moment that changed how I looked at my health, my role with my family, and honestly, my leadership in this industry. Now, I'm no stranger to health issues. I've had them my entire life. But this particular appointment changed everything for me. I went to a dermatology appointment. It was just routine. It was just a let's check everything. And to be honest, it was something that I had rescheduled multiple times, but this time I could not. And during that appointment, they found multiple areas that needed biopsies. And if you've ever waited for biopsy results, you know this feeling. It's very quiet, it's very heavy, and it's the what ifs. And I remember sitting there thinking, not about my business or my to-do list. I thought about my family. I thought about my kids. I thought about the role that I play in people's lives. I thought about how many people count on me showing up. And I had this very real realization that I don't get to ignore my health because my health doesn't just belong to me. Now, that was a turning point. That was when I fully understood that if I wanted to live in high performance, I had to live in high maintenance. And I don't mean just facials and massages, which, I love and need. I mean by making those appointments, testing, prevention, advocating, and listening to your body. Now, we see a lot about the phrase high performance, but let me give it to you in a different lens. High performers, they don't wait for their body to break down and have burnout. High performers maintain their systems. Like athletes do their maintenance. Pilots do maintenance. Machines need maintenance. Why do we as women and caregivers, as service professionals, think that we can skip the maintenance and still expect the peak performance? You cannot pour into your clients, your kids, your communities if you are physically or emotionally running on fumes. And in our industry, we are physically working, emotionally supporting, creative thinking. We are financial managing, creating marketing, we're learning, we're adapting, all the things. That is high output work. And high output requires high maintenance. So if you want a creative brain, patience with your clients, focus, career longevity, less burnout and overwhelm, better emotional regulation, you have to maintain you. Not someday, not when you have time or things slow down, because here's the truth. Things never slow down unless you make them. Now let's normalize something today. Preventative care, it's not dramatic. It is leadership. I feel that the annual negotiables are like your mammograms, pap smears, dermatology checks, dental cleaning, your blood work, hormone panels if they're needed, definitely your mental health check-ins. Because preventative care costs less than crisis care costs. Your emotional, financial, physical, we all need to stop acting and like ignoring symptoms as a strength. It's not a strength. It's conditioning. It's maintenance. One of the things that I'm actually most proud of in my career was creating programs inside of our salon that worked with the community. And in healthcare, we wanted healthcare to feel like it was safe and accessible. Our tables are the perfect platform to open up and have these conversations in a safe place. We created a program called Mammos, Manis, and Massage, and we partnered with a hospital and we made it possible for women to get free mammograms, whether they had insurance or not. And then we celebrated them with manicures, massage, community, and support. Because choosing yourself should feel celebrated, not scary. We also did try another program called PAPS, Petties, Pretty Panties. It took off for a couple of years, but it just wasn't as popular as the other. So we gave all of our focus into mammos, manis, and massage. But that leadership was not about perfect results. Leadership is trying to remove the barriers and the fears and showing the way. Now, this part still gives me the chills because the conversations that I've had because of encouraging women to get checked. I know multiple women who have caught their cancer early. I also know multiple women that have not. You don't have to be a doctor to advocate for health, and you do not have to be perfect to speak up. You just have to care enough to say something. Sometimes leadership is just saying, like, hey, just a reminder for your annual checkups. That's it. Keep it simple. So let's put this into nail tech language. Fill appointments prevent full removals. Maintenance prevents lifting. Maintenance protects the natural nail. Your body is no different. Your mind is no different. Your nervous system is no different. Lack of maintenance leads to burnout. Burnout is not always about your workload. Sometimes burnout is like unmet physical needs, ignored emotional needs, your hormone imbalances, your sleep deprivation, chronic stress and illness, and no amount of new products can fix that. Now, let me give you a permission slip today. You are allowed to schedule appointments during your business hours. You are allowed to block breaks and time for your health. Say no and to protect your energy. Ask questions. Advocate for yourself. You are not high maintenance. You are responsibly self-maintained. Now, you're not just a nail tech. You're not just a business owner. You're not just a mom. You're not just a partner. You are a human being who deserves to be maintained. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live life at its fullest. Now, just know that you are someone's safe place. You are someone's comfort. You are someone's provider. You are someone's example. And that means that you are worth maintaining. Now, if no one told you today, you matter enough to stay well. You matter enough to stay here. And you matter enough to prioritize yourself and take care of yourself. Now, if this episode spoke to you, share it with another nail tech, share it with another woman, share it with someone who forgets to choose themselves. And if you are someone who is ready to simplify your work, protect your energy, and build a career that actually supports your life, thank you for being here. You're in the right place. Thank you for taking care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next episode.